It's been over 2 years since the National Union of Workers officially implemented its plan to secure decent jobs for all. Our campaign, Jobs You Can Count On, is our fundamental campaign about building a fairer Australia. And basically, we need to agitate these things every day. A powerful union does not just do these things around a bargaining round, we do it all the time. What we're about is giving workers a say in their workplace. We're about sticking together. We're about creating hope for change. We understand that the union is the hope for change to create a better life for ourselves and our families. And we've discussed regularly through Jobs You Can Count On that there is a clear trend that corporate power is growing, and this is causing disquiet and insecurity in our communities. This rise in corporate power is manifest in the movement of risk through the new contracting out model of employment that we are living with. And increasingly, all of our companies, all our corporations are looking for more ways to move risk away from themselves and to place it onto workers. We believe it's crucial that we change this power arrangement to address the growing inequality in Australia, and this will be our whole focus for the campaign now and into the future. Jobs You Can Count On is about addressing this big risk shift. In fact, many of our recent disputes in recent years have been about protecting rights. The rights to shift work rates of pay, the right to weekend rates of pay, and the right to site rates for casual workers. We're going to be tested again by this government. There's no two ways about that. A union that is strong can create fairness, dignity and respect for people at work. It can create autonomy for people to realise a better life. Only as part of a strong union can we fight for democratic and social rights that create jobs that everyone can count on and where every worker counts. At the National Union of Workers, every day we come across real-life examples that underline the importance of the Jobs You Can Count On campaign. Here's one story from Terry, a warehouse worker in Western Australia.
The bank recently approved a loan that would allow me to renovate my house. My daughter was returning from overseas with her boyfriend and their small child. They planned to live with me while they saved for a deposit for their own home. Things were looking good for me, but something nagged. I had so much fear. Every day I woke and I didn't know if I would still have a job. I'd been working at a warehouse in Perth for 7 years. I worked afternoon shift 5 days a week, but I was a casual. My house, my family, my life depended on a job that I knew I couldn't really count on. I always had it hanging over my head. If I slipped up just once, I could be sacked. So I tried to be a model employee. In 7 years, I didn't take a single day off, and I was always early for work. I was so sick once, I was vomiting off the side of my forklift, but I kept working. I couldn't risk taking a day off. I was promoted from the forklift to training new staff. Things were looking good. Last week, I was phoned at home and told there was no more work for me. With one phone call, my job was gone. I've been living with this stress for 7 years. Now my only option is to try and find another casual job through a labour hire agency. Now I'm just trying to work out how to pay the bills, let alone plan for my future with my new grandchild.
Our Jobs You Can Count On campaign is critical when you compare how Australia fares against other countries around the world in relation to casual workers. For example, did you know Australia has the highest rate of casual workers, second only to Spain? France and Greece have about half the number of casual workers and the UK even fewer. But a global comparison also shows that while Australia has the second highest rate of insecure work, we also have very few protections built into casual jobs compared to other countries in the OECD. In fact, studies show that out of 43 countries, only 5 countries have fewer protections for casual workers. With the NUW Jobs You Can Count On campaign, we're determined to create a new conversation, one that talks about sustainable jobs, dignity at work and healthy communities. If you want to learn more or find ways to get involved in your local community, visit us at jobsyoucancountone.com.au.